Gonna take a couple of seconds to tune up while I wait for some people to stop by, hopefully. Oh, I was practicing some Taraga, and I'm in D tuning, so I have to tune up for some Carcassi. All right, I think that's close enough. Well, hello. It's my second live stream. I did my first one last week. I'm still learning how to do this. I see there's people in there. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure to give the video a like if you get a chance. So today I'm just gonna play some Carcassi. If you're a classical guitarist, I'm sure you're familiar with the composer Matteo Carcassi. He is very well known for two works. He wrote many works. He's well known for two works. His method, which is Opus 59, and every guitarist from my generation, guitarists today that learn today don't really use a method that much. I don't think so. But every guitarist in my generation, and who grew up in Europe, for example, probably played out of the Carcassi and the Carulli methods. So that's his most well-known work. And then after that comes Opus 60. This is a collection of 25 etudes, studies. So I'm running low on battery. I was running low on battery. Am I on? I think I'm on. I have my phone plugged in a charging block. Hi, Kenneth. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Kenneth is a really cool guy that helped my channel a lot a few weeks back when this channel was hacked. And then I saw Kenneth doing a live about his channel being hacked and revived, and I asked him how, and he was very kind and he helped me, and he asked his subscribers to come over to my smaller channel and help me grow that channel, because I didn't know if I was going to get this one back. So you guys should check his channel out. Great guitarist, great reviewer of instruments, does a lot of good comparison videos and things like that. So hi Kenneth, thank you for stopping by. So I was saying that I'm going to do some live Carcassi, just going to practice. Yes, hi Rabbit. Very good to see you in here. Thank you for stopping by. I can't see, my phone is kind of far away, and I can't see the small letters, so I'm trying to read the comments and see who's in here. So welcome all, thank you for being here. I'm gonna play live through some Carcassi. Um, every guitarist that goes to music school goes through this whole book. This one and Fernando Sohr book, either the Segovia edition or just a regular Jeffrey, I forget his last name, edition. But today I'm going to play it for some Carcassi and then talk about some Carcassi and then make a couple of comments here and there and learn how to do a live properly. So the first etude, the first study in there, that's pretty close, is in C major. And it looks like this on paper. Oh, there's a glare from the sun outside. And this book is like 30 years old. I bought this when I was in high school. It was a long time ago. It sounds something like this. It's study number 1 by Carcassi from his Opus 60. No editing, no stopping for mistakes. Here we go. So this study features obviously a lot of scale work and a lot of C scale sections. Then it moves to a G. The challenge here, one challenge, is to stop the strings, not to hold on to the open strings. See the G? Because it has to sound like a scale, like a melody. So it's a combination of stopping those strings with either of the two hands. Sometimes you stop it with the right hand. Sometimes you just tilt a finger in the left and you muffle the note. There's also good dynamics in here, so it starts kind of mezzo forte. Louder, louder. More in G major because of the F sharp. So again. Back to C major. Soft here. Okay, so on and so forth. The second one, I'm playing it a little bit too fast, I think. The second one is, the second one changed everything about the way that I play the guitar. When I went to college a while back, some 25 years ago, or more. This was the study that my guitar professor at DePaul University, his name is Mark Maxwell, still there, wonderful guitarist, wonderful professor. He had me learn this first and changed everything about my right hand position and the manner in which the right hand fingers attack the strings and produce sounds. I was a plucker. Like, I don't know if you can see from there, but I was really plucking up like this. Okay, and he had me practice this study and had me play in instead of out. Instead of blocking the string, you want to push it in to give it a fuller, a deeper sound. This versus this. The cheap microphone probably doesn't give you the difference, but instead of the snappy sound, you get the nice full rounded sound. So that second study in the book looks like this, just a bunch of A minor based arpeggios, and I'm going to do a lesson on that today or maybe sometime next week on how to practice that, because I still practice that a lot, not because I need to perform it or because I don't know it, but just because it's always good to bring the two hands together. It sounds something like this. Second section. Second section repeats. This is probably the easiest one in the whole book. So if you're gonna learn these, if you're a classical guitarist, if you're gonna learn these, I suggest to start with the second one because it's probably the easiest one. It doesn't have as much melodic playing, just mostly blocked chords and broken chords. Actually, broken chords, but just the left hand is quite fixed on chords. So just quickly, I'll do a tutorial on this at some point because it's a really important study for fingerstyle players. But just a quick review of how my professor had me practice this all the time is in 5 or 6 stages. First, blocked chords. I was in D tuning earlier, so blocked chords. Keep the dynamics as they are written in the music, and then thumb and then treble notes separated, bass and treble like this. Okay, so the thumb and then blocked trebles like this. Throughout the piece. Then just an ascending arpeggio like that throughout the piece. And then, I know this is stage 4 or 5, then you add the repeating that. So it's okay. You want to emphasize that crescendo there. So that's the second etude. second study. For those of you that just came in, I'm playing some of the studies in Carcassi's Opus 60, and I'm playing them from memory, and I'm making some mistakes. I really don't care right now. I played through most of these, and actually I recorded, I think, 16 of them right here on my channel a long time ago. If you look at my playlists and look for that, I think it's the very bottom playlist, it says Carcassi Opus 60, and I think I recorded like 16 of these or something like that. I think I did 16. I started at 17, and then this was a long time ago, a few years back, before I was really trying to grow my channel. So it was all back. If you're just joining me, thank you for stopping by. I can see the little letters in there. Yeah, there's people in here. That's awesome. Thank you. I should probably try to do this on my MacBook because the screen would be larger, I think. And I think it'd be easier to see the little things, the little comments and the little symbols. The only problem with that is that the camera on my MacBook is it's a lower quality than my iPhone, so maybe it would get blurry or something. I'll think about it. And I hope the sound is decent because I'm using one of those clip-ons that's plugged into my iPhone, so I hope that the sound is decent. Number 3, I think I can play that one. These are not perfectly memorized. I usually play them out of here, but I wasn't going to bother with a music stand and sight read here on my live stream. The third one's in A major, right here. By the way, this whole thing is in the public domain, so if you do a Google search and if you type Carcassi Opus 60 free PDF, you'll get lots of places where you can just download this, and even the original score that Carcassi wrote. So this is all in the public domain. Let's see if I can play the third one. Something like this. Few mistakes in there, like when I went here in the second half, it goes up here, it stays on that pedal A. I went to an E because of the first section, but it does stay on that pedal A. This is in the second half towards the end. forth. So one of the features in this one is the A finger, the ring finger. So we have thumb is P, index is I, middle is M, the ring finger is A, B-I-M-A. The A finger needs to emphasize that top note, and you can just play it louder, but it's easier if you use what's called a rest stroke or an apoyando. The Spanish term is apoyando, rest stroke, and that is when you play the string from this angle, and my finger pushes through the string, and it's actually landing on the next string, on the adjacent string, as opposed to, can you hear the difference? And there's a place for a free stroke. So when you play a clean scale, it doesn't have to be very loud. Versus, okay, so a rest stroke, for example, in my guitar doodle number 1, I need the rest strokes in there to emphasize the melody. So in here in the Carcassi, this is number 3. If you're just joining me, I'm going through some of the studies in Carcassi's Opus 60 and trying to learn how to do a live stream. And appreciate every person who's stopping by and giving the video a like. Thank you so much for that. If you have questions or comments, feel free to let me know. I'll try to get closer and read them. I've had a few people ask questions or say hi so far, 4 or 5 I believe. I saw a couple. I saw Kennis Russell earlier. You need to check his channel out. Kennis. Kennis Russell, Russell. He has 2 channels. He has a large channel of about 60,000 followers, and he has a small channel of about 10,000 followers or something like that. I hope I'm not mistaken. It's just really good stuff. I saw a couple other friends say hi. So I really appreciate that. But anyways, I'm talking about emphasizing this top note here. That one. So I'm leaning my finger into the next adjacent string. Okay, this is very much like if you're a guitarist, if you ever played from the Sagreras book, that entire book, because he was a Targa pupil, I believe, and a lot of the pieces in Targa would require some rest stroke emphasis. Okay, so right here, so the first 3 notes are free strokes, just arpeggio, and then the third one, my A finger, if you can see from there, come closer. Hold on a second. Let me show you right here. Look, here's my finger, and here's some free strokes. I'm gonna place a rest stroke at the top there. See how much louder that is? So that's what's happening there, and I think that's marked in the music. I would hope so. Usually it's upwards, it's a V, or is it upside down? It's like a little V symbol. It just means heavily accented. And on the guitar, it's not marked in the Carcassi book here, but this is not the original score, so I'd have to look at the original score to see if it's marked. But you would just, but it is in a way marked, because if you could see that, I don't know if you could see that, that F sharp is not only part of the triplet. I gotta get up and show you. You see what I'm talking about? It's not only part of the triplet, but it has the stem going up, which makes it its own quarter note. You see? So if you look at the first note in the triplet, has the stem going down, and then the first note in the second triplet has the stem going up. So in a way, it is marked as having to be accented, but it's missing the little V, which you see all over Sankara's book. If you ever played out of there, I played out of there this week. It's a good book. So here's what we have. See, that note has to stand out. That note sounds a little harsh to me. So what I do, because I practiced a lot today, so my fingernails get a little bit scraped, you know. So I use not a fingernail file. I use a file to shape them, but I use a very fine sandpaper. This is 2000 grade grain, whatever you call it. I used to use 500 paper, and I bought this some 10 years ago. I bought a big box on eBay, and I've used it ever since. And what it does, after you shape your fingernail using a file, you use this paper, sandpaper to make the edge of your fingernail very smooth. So then your sound becomes very smooth and not choppy and scratchy. So I practiced quite a bit today, so that A fingernail became a little bit scratchy. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's better. So it's not as bright as splatty as before. There, see? I just got an Instagram notification. By the way, if you're on Instagram, feel free to look me up. Just type my name, Florentin Tische, FLORENTINTISE, and I'm on there. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. My Facebook is pretty crowded right now. My regular Facebook page. I think I'm up to 5,000. I'm not sure, but I do have a Facebook music page, and you can do facebook.com/ I think it's Florentin Tische Music. I think that's what it is. Anyways, so this is a little bit number 3 again. So let's move on to number 3. I got this mug from one of my kids on Father's Day last year. It's really cool. It's a Guitar Center mug. Got some Diet Pepsi in there. Okay, so number 3. Here at the bottom, right here, and a little bit at the top of the next page. I don't know if I have this one memorized as well as the others, but I'll give it a try. The feature in this one, well, I'll have you listen to it a little bit. Maybe you can try to figure out what the feature. Each one of these has at least one main technical features or purposes or goals for the player. Here's number 4. Hopefully I can play through it. trying to see who just posted a comment, so I'm gonna blame them. No, I'm just kidding. Someone just posted a comment. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know who that was. I've got memory lapses there, obviously, and but the main feature of this study is the pull-off slur, which happens throughout. And again, it's that third finger, and it is a rest stroke because you want to emphasize. Play that without a rest stroke. So it's kind of weak. It's nice, but much better that way. So that's the fourth one. It's got some nice shifts here through all the different positions. I like it here. That's a nice position. I like this chord progression. E minor, and I kind of lost it here. That's number 4. Everybody plays number 7 in here. That's the tremolo one. I didn't practice that one in a while. Probably going to embarrass myself playing it, but I will play through it. Let me show you what it looks like on paper. I'll do a close-up so you can see what it looks like. If you're gonna say something, say no so I can see the comments, because I'm gonna get closer to the camera. So this is number 7 on this side. A whole bunch of 16th notes throughout. And you can see my professor's notes from 20 years ago. Yeah. Hi, Jack the Rabbit. Good to see you in here. Thank you so much for visiting, buddy. He's got a great channel, great guitarist and keyboardist. You take a look at his channel. It's really nice stuff on there. We were talking with Jack the Rabbit today about different types of keyboards. And I was telling him that when it comes to clean acoustic piano sound on a digital piano, I always... Thank you. I always prefer a Clavinova, but he has some really cool sounding keyboards on his channel, so you might want to check it out. It's really good stuff. He's a very nice guy. I actually listened to one of his Christmas songs today. I think it was "Oh Holy Night," and it was one of my favorite Christmas songs. So here is Carcassi's. If you're just joining, because I don't know who else is in there. I see a few people in there. I'm going through some of the studies. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm going through some of the studies in Carcassi's Opus 60. And I'm on number 7 right now. And I said the word tremolo, Tremolo, tremolo. On the guitar, you have to think the sound of a mandolin, right? When you go like, with a, I don't have a pick here. Right? You know the sound. On the guitar, the way you do that is it's a quick interchange of these 4 fingers and the thumb, and it goes kind of backwards. The thumb plays first, ring, middle, index. So you pick 2 notes. Here I'm going to pick the 3rd string and the 1st string. So you want to keep the notes even as much as possible. And when you speed it up, that's not Carcassi. I'm just messing. I'm just showing you what a tremolo is. So slowly. Yes, this comes from, well, it's used in classical music a lot. I believe Sabicas they play a little bit of flamenco influenced music, I think. So this is used in flamenco a lot. And flamenco players make it even harder. I think they do a 5 note tremolo, and I don't even know how, but it's like, I think, people like Paco de Lucia, people like that. Um, yeah. So, anyways, that's let me try to go through number 7 a little bit. I won't play it as fast because I haven't played it in a long time, but something like this. Now, just in case you're wondering what this is, when I have a short sleeve on, I need something so that my hand can slide up and down. Some guitars come with a elbow rest, so that makes it easier for the hand to slide on this edge. When I wear a short sleeve, this is made out of a sock. Just kind of a sock and put it on here, and then I use it. So that's what that is, just in case anybody's wondering. Here's a little bit of Carcassi number 7. I am talking too much, I'm sorry. Totally butchered that second half. Let me try that again. I got lost in there. I got memory lapse. Something like that. I'm playing it faster than I can actually play it right now. I have to practice a little bit, but you get the idea. It's a tremolo study, and let me show you a close-up of my right hand. So thumb, and then these 3 fingers play on one string, on the same string. So I'll do, here, these are wider, so maybe you see better. I'll do the thumb on the 6th. Let me find the position here. Does it make any sense? To make my thumb too loud. Hi, Monty. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see some of my new friends. A lot of these came from Kenneth Russell's channel. I'm telling you, this gentleman really helped me a lot on my smaller channel. And then some of those people came on this channel, so I really appreciate his help. Kenneth Russell, it's just awesome. I think I'll play one more. I know I've been going for 40 minutes now. I think I'll play one more. Probably my most favorite one, just because it's so melodious, almost sounds like Bach. I think it's number 14. And yeah, that's it. I haven't played this in a while, but I used to play this almost every day. And in one of my recitals in college, I played this for an encore. You know, an encore is when you play the recital and then the audience wants to hear more. So I prepared 2 songs for my encore, and this was one of them because I liked it so much. Let me see if I can play this. This is, if you're just joining, I've been going through some of Carcassi's Opus 60 studies. I've played number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I just butchered number 7, and I'm gonna attempt to play number 14. Here we go. Excuse me. Let me see what that says. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to recall this without looking at the sheet music. Well, and I practice them slowly with the sheet music when I practice them slowly, but then when I want to focus on the technique, I put the book away. And thank you very much. Here is number 14. Something like that. I missed a couple of notes. This is probably my favorite one out of all of them when it comes to melodic movement. It reminds me of some Bach prelude or something, just very peaceful. And my main thing when I play this one is just big balanced sound. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Monty, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This one I used to always warm up with because for me, it's all in the right hand. I mean, if this hand can do whatever it wants, but if the right hand doesn't produce a nice clean sound, then it's all trash. So this one, I usually would play it first after I warm up with some open string arpeggios, just because all the fingers here are moving around. It covers the entire fingerboard, and it just requires a nice clean sound. So that was number 14. I can't believe I just went for close to 50 minutes. I've been practicing throughout the day, so my fingers are a little bit sore. But I really enjoyed sitting here and playing through these. If you have any questions or comments when this video is posted as a regular video, feel free to write them at the bottom. Go to the comment section in the live stream and find those folks that posted comments and check out their channels. And these are really nice folks, great musicians that you might want to follow, might want to subscribe to. I am subscribed to most of them, I think. Most of them that have content anyways. Some of them are such nice people that when I go to their channel, I wish they had content so I can subscribe and watch their content. But some of them are just genuinely interested in watching videos and not posting content, and that's really awesome. So thank you all for watching. In case you're wondering, this is a quarter bass C7. This is my classroom instrument. It's my second-hand sort of practice instrument. I do have a Loriente, which I'll show you maybe next week or someday. My main guitar is a Loriente Clarita. It's a Spanish-made instrument. This is a quarter bass C7. It's solid. It says spruce, but it's getting really dark. Maybe it's some. I think it is spruce because spruce kind of ages and gets darker. But it almost looks like cedar to me, so I'm not sure. But I think it's spruce. It's got laminated back and sides made of rosewood, and beautiful mahogany neck. I don't know if you can see the nice shapes. I did a review of this a few months back when I bought it. I bought this on OfferUp. These sell for $500. I bought this for, I think it was $212, including shipping. So that was awesome because it was in brand new condition. So before I close this live stream, I'd like to play one of my own pieces. And I'm writing a set of 10 or 12, or I don't know how many, guitar doodles. And when I have at least 10, I'll start sharing them on here. I did play a couple so far. So here's the first doodle in A minor. I think I even might have recorded parts of it on my channel somewhere, and I think that I played some of it last week. But I'd like to close my stream with my guitar doodle number 1. All right, this is my second live stream ever. Thank you, big thank you to all who stopped by. Big thank you to all who left a comment. I really appreciate that. If you give this video a like, I really appreciate that. Thank you, Monty. Thank you so much. Make sure I get your name right. Monty, right, Lou Monty. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Enjoy. It's Saturday night. Thank you, Jack the Rabbit. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Everybody should check their channels. They're really nice stuff. I think I went for close to an hour. I'm going to stop here. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being on my channel. Have a good night. God bless you.